I can hardly believe it myself, but the word on the street is that Toni Braxton and Birdman secretly got married last year, and then ended the marriage just 48 hours later. Yes, you heard that right. 2 days. Are y'all a couple or not?
Are you guys a couple?
Well, T, that's my girl, my friend, my family.
Do you have sex?
That's my love, my soldier, my life. She my everything, and I trust.
Because you bought her a Bentley truck.
Yes.
So the implication is that's your girlfriend.
She my life.
Miss Toni, please step forward because we cannot let this whole situation slide. Not at your big age. And Birdman, don't try to hide in the back. Both of you are way too grown for this level of chaos. What makes it even messier is that people online are claiming the quick marriage, and divorce might have been Toni's way of running a little hustle on Birdman. Because this is supposedly broke. Very broke. Grab your snacks. Because this story is about to get messy. Let's rewind, so we can figure out how we even got to the point of them getting married and splitting 2 days later. First of all, Toni and Birdman have been close friends for years. Then out of nowhere, they went public with their relationship in June 2016. By 2017, rumors were already circulating that they'd secretly tied the knot, but Toni denied in 2018. Toni opened up to People magazine about their connection. She said they've been best friends for 15 or 16 years, and that Birdman always showed up for her. Baby showers, plays, concerts. She never imagined they'd date, much less talk about marriage. She said it felt nice having someone who didn't expect her to be Wonder Woman all the time. He'd check up on her every night, asking if she was okay. When Birdman finally confessed he liked her, Toni was shocked. He explained he stayed quiet because she was married back then. Toni also opened up about her struggles with lupus and how Birdman was one of the few people she didn't have to pretend around. He could always tell when she wasn't feeling well. Dating had been hard for her because of the illness, but with him she could be her natural self. Eventually, Birdman proposed. Toni posted photos taken right before and after the engagement, one of them taking a selfie, another of them hugging as she proudly flashed her ring. Birdman later went on Wendy Williams' show and called Toni his love, his soldier, his life. Basically everything.
Are you guys a couple?
Well, T, that's my girl, my friend, my family.
Do you have sex?
That's my love, my soldier, my life. She my everything, and I trust.
Because you bought her a Bentley truck.
Yes.
So the implication is that's your girlfriend.
She my life.
Toni talked about their engagement too. She said they almost set a wedding date. Not just once, but twice. But things got complicated. They were filming Braxton Family Values, and there was a lot of drama. Toni thought a wedding might bring her sisters together.
But there's no date.
There's no date. We almost had a date. Well, we had 2 dates, but we were doing Braxton Family Values, and we were going through a little drama, and I was like, okay, the wedding is a good thing to get all of us sisters together. Yeah. But I couldn't get us all together, and I said, the wedding's not a good reason because it's messing up my relationship a little bit. He's like, come on, Michelle, set a date. I know.
That's what he calls you?
Calls me Michelle. Doesn't call me Toni at all. That's my middle name, Toni Michelle.
Yeah. Set a date.
He said before the year's out, so I have, what, a couple weeks.
Couple weeks?
Yeah.
So he's 45, you're 51.
He's 49.
49.
Toni said she was excited about her wedding, but she couldn't get all her loved ones in the same place. She told People she wanted her second wedding to feel completely different from her first. More elegant, a little daring, very 1920s. 1930s Great Gatsby to AS for food, Birdman had one non-negotiable. There had to be macaroni and cheese. Toni laughed and said she suggested fancy mac and cheese balls to match the classy theme she wanted. When choosing a location, Atlanta came up, but Birdman didn't want it because it reminded him too much of her first wedding. Even though they were planning everything, the wedding never happened. Toni later said it was because of their busy schedules, but a lot of people didn't buy that excuse. Then something weird happened. Toni said her $1 million engagement ring was stolen from her checked luggage. People found that story suspicious. And not long after, Birdman posted, "It's over," and wiped Toni from his Instagram. Toni posted a glamorous photo with the caption about starting a new chapter. It was obvious something went down. But then, plot twist, Birdman popped up at Toni's concert in Atlanta, and people thought they were working things out. Still, the confusion continued. In December 2023, Toni went on Instagram and shut down marriage rumors again, saying she and Birdman were not married, never had been married, and were both single. Hashtag fake news. Oh, everyone assumed they were just friends, but nope. Fast forward now, and the truth is finally out, and it's even wilder. Court records revealed Toni and Birdman did secretly get married, but it only lasted 2 days. They married on August 8th, separated on August 10th, and Toni filed for divorce 2 weeks later. The documents use initials, TB and BW, but people quickly figured it out. Her lawyer said the marriage was irretrievably broken. But the story doesn't stop there. Toni later withdrew her divorce filing in January 2025, which means technically they're still legally married. But based on her behavior, no rings, no photos, no acknowledgement, they seem very much done. The internet exploded over the news. One person commented, "I thought Toni and that weirdo broke up years ago. Now we find out they were married? Toni Braxton, living legend. Why?" Another joked, "Toni got tired of the marriage in a month, and now Birdman might owe her half his $160 million. Men spend 22 of the 24 hours in a day fearing women." Then came rumors that Toni walked away with money. Nothing's confirmed, but people pointed to her long history of financial troubles. Most fans don't realize that despite selling millions of records, Toni made very little money. Her label earned millions, but she made less than 35 cents per album in 1998. 2 months after suing her label, she filed for bankruptcy. She later said that after all the expenses, clothes, travel, studio time, videos, she had less than $2,000 in royalties. There were also accusations that she moved over $53,000 to her husband, Kerry Lewis, during bankruptcy to hide funds. This made her situation worse. Around this time, she did an interview with Oprah and said Oprah treated her coldly and judgmentally, which felt humiliating.
I'm Toni Braxton.
She was so freaking mean to me. I was in shock.
Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%.
100%.
100%. I couldn't believe it because I loved her so much. I admired her and looked up to her. And she pretty much reprimanded me.
I read that you were upset about stories that your overspending caused this.
She says to me, "I hear you have Gucci flatware." I'm Oprah Winfrey and I don't have Gucci flatware.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware.
You ain't got Gucci flatware because you didn't want to buy it. It's not because you couldn't afford it. What did you mean? And immediately, she made me feel this big. That moment completely changed my career. It made people look down on me.
In 2010, Toni had to file for bankruptcy again, this time because of her health. She was diagnosed with microvascular angina and later lupus. These conditions forced her to cancel her Las Vegas residency, which had been a huge source of income.
Like a lot of people don't understand, my second bankruptcy is because I was sick. I have lupus, and my show in Vegas got canceled.
And the insurance wouldn't cover
The insurance didn't cover it, so I had to pay myself.
Right.
And so
That's a lot. That was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money to put up a show. People don't understand us. If you see a concert, you see the lights, you see the band on stage, the artist pays for all that. The hotel rooms, the salary. So then you have nothing left.
Then in 2019, her financial troubles continued. The IRS filed a lien saying she owed $34,252.99 in unpaid taxes from 2017. Days later, California hit her with another lien for over $116,000. Altogether, she owed nearly $500,000. Because of all this, some people believe the quick marriage and divorce with Birdman might have been financially motivated. Others think it may have been for a reality show storyline. Whatever the truth is, the situation is dramatic enough to feel almost comedic. Getting married and splitting up just 2 days later. You can't make this stuff up. That S.O. What do you think? Was the whole marriage and money move for Toni? Or are they still secretly together?